Going live.
On my end it says you need to change the resolution.
Because it does not like low-end resolution, love.
Oh, okay.
You know I cannot stream in 720p.
Sorry.
You likely could, now that you're connected via a cable.
No, we tried that, remember? It didn't work.
True. Something was wrong.
And we still don't know what. Computer, why do you not make any sense?
Hey!
I do not think it has anything to do with the way you built it, love. At all. Much. Maybe.
And it says we are live.
Just going to... on my end it says you need to change the resolution. No, you are not, apparently.
Yes, I am.
I put in the chat, we are live. Prof says we are not. Actually, I didn't get a notification like I normally do.
But in the live dashboard it says we're live.
Weird. It says 2 people are watching us. Let me check on my phone.
Live.
Now you are again. Okay, so we are live. Yes, we are live. Yay, we're live. You still there, Kriz? Just going to...
Good.
Thank you for tweeting out, Kriz. You're really good.
Okay, so... Who wants to recap?
Kriz, you haven't done it in a while.
Yes, because I don't remember much usually. That's why I also need the recaps.
Lovey, you do it then.
Alrighty, so... We met the Overmother, apparently, last week. Or last time. And... So, Midnight went to visit Lupina after losing Lily, and was told they were hearing voices. Which is never a good thing, but it was a very specific voice. An old woman's voice.
Very intriguing.
Exactly, and it's bloody creepy. Anyway, so Midnight somehow, after focusing in on the voice, managed to visit the Overmother, a giant human who apparently is a culmination of all the fifths, the evil fifths, of the last multiverse. And it is a war that has been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, millennia of years. And it's been a long time since anyone has actually managed to get to that place. And also accidentally Midnight made a deal with her, so now Lily is back to life. So after going back and telling all of the group this, Midnight asserts that they have to go to war. Because if they don't, then they will be destroyed. There is no longer just them that has a problem. So Lupina is readying her army, as is the others, including Lithium and Morphus and Script. Script has also rejoined with Gerald, with a little bit of resistance. And Midnight has also made a deal with Night that, with Night, with Midnight and Lupina, technically, hopefully. If Night helps her, then she will. If Night will help them, if they turn her into a real Lupin Incarni, not just one that is part of Midnight. And now the entire mansion is on lockdown after Script has pressed a big giant button.
Button.
And now Midnight and Script are the only ones that can go in and out. And we left on Script turning to Midnight and going, so, you want to tell Luna while I tell Celestia?
Not to forget that you made a deal with Night.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, I think that's that.
Okay.
Is that right? Have I got everything? I think I have.
Oh,
Yay.
Did you mention that I reunited with Gerald?
Yes.
Okay.
That was scary.
We will see about that. We will see. 1 second. Our fifth is writing something to me.
Dun 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 dun.
There he is. Our fifth.
I was hoping you wouldn't come.
That's mean.
Hello, Sam. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Okay then. Did you catch him up on everything?
Yes.
Good.
Kind of.
Okay, let's get
kind
started.
So, love, you find yourself wandering the halls of the mansion. Script has gone off to talk to Celestia. While you are dreading to talk to Luna, who is scheduled to arrive any minute. And you're very, very nervous about that. But there's something else that makes you nervous. And that is that you can hear the sounds of what sounds like a giant party. And you feel the presence of something that you cannot quite point your paw on. But you know that you felt it before.
So I'm wandering around trying to find this party at the same time of trying to distract myself from Luna turning up. Great. Looks around. Where on earth is that party? Who's partying?
You see no one around. Actually, the part of the mansion that you're in is the security wing.
You'd think the guards would be running around doing stuff.
Nope. They're probably the ones who are having the party.
Keeps looking around, walking, using my ears to try and direct me.
When you turn to your left, the sounds get slightly quieter, and when you turn to your right, they get much louder.
Turns right.
There's a plain wooden door.
Opens it.
And you are in the middle of Nightfall's bedroom. However, there doesn't seem to be a party going on. Instead, you see the usual Cthulhu poster over the bed. The shelf to the right that has many, many books on it that have skulls as bookends. And Nightfall sleeping on the bed.
Rhines.
However,
Closes the door.
However,
Oh, sorry.
inside the room, the sounds are even louder.
Walks forward. Looking around.
You notice a slight shimmer coming from Nightfall.
Walks over and pokes him.
And as you touch him, your vision suddenly goes black and you feel yourself falling.
Flails about, trying to grab onto something.
There's nothing. Instead, you suddenly impact on a red carpet. And the room that you end up in is just reeking of booze. And very loud music is playing.
Frowns and grimaces at the smell and slightly puts my ears back just to deafen, so I don't get deafened, and looks around, walking forward a little, going, what on earth?
You see that the quote-unquote room you are in has no walls. But that there are dozens upon dozens upon dozens of various creatures passed out on the floor, all of them not having any wounds or bruises or anything on them, but you see that quite a few of them are holding empty mugs.
Is there a party going on inside Nightfall?
Are you going meta, or is your character thinking that?
My character's thinking that.
Okay. So what do you do?
Looks... I can't really look around anymore. Follows the red carpet.
You eventually see a sofa in the distance that is standing next to a fireplace. As you approach, you notice a figure that you have seen before, but dressed differently. You recognize the fifth that you have fought before. Sitting on the sofa, wearing nothing but boxer shorts, flip-flops, and a bathrobe that is half open.
What an equestrian?
Holding a mug of beer in his hand.
Jaw drops. What in Equestria are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
Hi, haven't seen you in a while.
that was actually established in the part where he gave you his powers.
Huh? I do remember that.
Nightfall mentioned that he could still hear him in his head.
I don't remember that. I thought that was...
Well,
okay.
do you remember the start of the fight when I appeared behind you and touched his head?
Okay, but why?
Well, always need a backup plan.
Slightly backs up a bit. Wait, you're not gonna try and kill me now, are you? Please don't. I've got enough on my plate.
Why would I kill you?
I don't know. How are you in his head?
I just explained that.
Sometimes I wish magic had logic.
You hear a snapping of fingers and near the fireplace.
Looks over.
You see Discord sitting in a big red armchair, wearing a monocle, a red bathrobe with his monogram on the chest, drinking a cup of tea.
What are you doing here?
I invited him.
Yes, and his tea is actually very good.
So, you have absolutely no power, you're just living in his head?
Well, I do have a lot of power here.
But otherwise, you're not bothered?
It's actually quite spacey in here.
That doesn't surprise me.
Poor Nightfall.
I can feel like he's glaring at me. Okay? Then why are you having a party now?
I've been partying the entire time.
Clearly. Looks around at the other creatures. Are these thought up by you in the head, or are they actual people? Because Discord, have you been kidnapping people and bring them here just to get drunk off their asses? That's not good.
They're not kidnapped. I invited all of them.
I'm innocent this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We know exactly how innocent you are. Anyway. Okay. Then you're okay just staying here and, you know...
What could be better?
Oh! Midnight slightly blinks. Okay then. Just so you know, we're kinda... what's the word? Going to war with all the other fifths. So Nightfall might, well, be getting ready for fighting and stuff. I don't know exactly what the plan is with him, but just, you know, warning you.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. It's okay. He will make it, I'm sure. If not, shit happens.
Wait, is this the reason why we're still grey, or is the night theory still in effect? I'm a little unsure.
Both.
Both, okay. That was also my character speaking as well, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then. So how do I get out of here? How did I get in
How
here?
do you got in here? I mean, I invite a lot of people, but I can't remember inviting you.
Huh. Okay then. Looks around. I guess I could just... Okay, can I have a little... Can I ask you a few questions, actually?
Sure.
Your power, I don't use it that much, but, you know, any tips for using your abilities? I'm sure you've got some tricks up your sleeves, if you had sleeves.
I could use it to make a nice cake sometimes.
Well, yeah, but do you have to imagine everything? Mainly changing shape. I know that that's something I have barely touched on because, how'd I put this? It scares the fur off me. So,
Well,
how does
have you
that
tried
work?
concentrating really hard?
Midnight glares at him. Dude, really? You can't just tell me you have to imagine yourself completely as that animal, or can you just think of being a bird and then you'll be a bird?
Well, you see, I had that power forever, so I don't know. For me, it was just like I was whatever I wanted to be.
It's gonna be impossible teaching Pixie this. Alright, fair enough. But, if you're cool with doing all this, doesn't that make you good?
Looks at all the demons and other creatures scattered around. That depends on how you define good.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you going to try and destroy this world?
Do you mean the inside of Nightfall's head?
No, just are you going to ever try and take him over to get your magic back?
You do remember that I just gave it to you, right? Not to you, but I didn't really put up much of a fight, so why would I want it back now?
True. Huh, you're a neutral fifth. I feel like that's new. You don't really care.
Nah, not really.
I wonder what the Overmother person would think of this.
Well, I don't think we have been on the best terms.
You know her?
Let's not say too much about our relationship.
Midnight frowns. Okay then, not going there. Anyway, well, I guess it was nice meeting you again. Just so you know, I'm going to be keeping a lot more careful eye on Nightfall. You understand?
Oh yeah, I would bet if something happened to him.
Not what I meant, but okay. Discord, how do you get in and out of here?
Simple. He invited me.
Why am I weird fifth? I can do things that not normal fifths can.
So?
It's complicated. It makes things weird. It makes me not know what to expect or what to do.
Discord stands up, snaps his fingers, and his armchair disappears, and he changes into a tweed jacket and complete like with tie and white dress shirt and glasses.
Looks down on myself. Yeah, I guess maybe we should change up a bit. Snaps my finger, turns back to my original clothing.
So shirt, shorts, and sandals.
No, the That's okay.
The one with your leather hat and leather duster. Okay.
Yeah, that one. I guess it's also time to send people home. Claps my hands. Everyone, wake up. Party's over. I see you all next week. See you all.
And they, like, a few of them lazily raise their hand and snap their fingers before disappearing. Some just blink at you for a second before disappearing. While yet others...
Hey. Billy. Also, tell that bastard Cthulhu he still owes me those 500 souls.
Billy pukes on your carpet before disappearing.
Who would do something like that in someone else's head?
Apparently,
Billy, apparently.
Apparently, Billy.
We think too much alike, love.
Yeah. So, Discord now straightens his tweed jacket and summons a map of the multiverse that's floating in midair. So, you are really out from all of these worlds. You really think you are the only fifth with strange powers?
Well, I guess the math would say no, but I haven't exactly come across it. I mean, the Overmother even said that I was unusual.
Well, you are. So?
Scary. No one knows what to do. And then they look to me, and I'm like, what?
Discord kind of looks at the fifths, raises an eyebrow, and is like, well, what do you think Daddy would say?
I mean, yes, probably the only fifth who wasn't born a fifth.
Midnight frowns. Daddy?
You know, yes?
There's
Out
a
of Discord. Maybe you should leave.
Alright then, but I'm still expecting that giant fudge cake next week.
Sure.
And he snaps his fingers and disappears.
Midnight
So...
thinks, who's Daddy?
Well, daddy is daddy, right? Everyone has a daddy.
Well, yes, but are you saying just like there's a I've met the mother, there's a father?
Some believe so.
And you act like this. Yeah, you act like he exists. So, who? Where? What? What's he got to do with this? Why isn't he stopping? What? The way the mother acted, it sounded like she was the one that created the entire multiverse. I'm confused. What's going on?
She did.
Well, then what's the father doing?
Chilling.
Not much, usually.
You guys are terrible explaining. Please explain.
You guys hear a knock at a wooden door.
So many
And I-
people today.
Midnight looks
Come
around.
in.
What?
And in the middle of the room, a big wooden door forms, just comes into existence. And as it opens, you two are kinda, at least you, Midnight, underwhelmed at the small old man coming through the door with his walking aid, wearing a tunic and like one of those old blazers with jeans.
What's up, old man?
Not much, son, not much. So, tell me, have you picked up my package?
Dude, I can't even remember any package.
I told you 1,000 years ago to get my package from the mail.
Oh, that package. Yeah, you have to talk with my siblings about that. I was still locked up.
That's... Come on.
Midnight looks between them. This is the father?
The old man looks at you, scratching his bald head a little bit. Who's the dog?
Hey!
What?
I'm not a dog, I'm a wolf. Lupin and Carnine to be precise. And second off, you could just ask me and be polite about it.
In general, I do not talk to pets.
I'm not a pet.
I see that.
Pets her head.
Glares at him. Not helping. Sight.
I didn't thought this day could get any better.
Yeah, says the person without his power.
The old man raises an eyebrow. Wait, what? What happened to your power, boy?
Well, you see...
He gave it to a rabbit who gave it to me.
Oh, great. You gave it to a rabbit? Last time it was a snail, before that it was a spider, and before that... a pony!
Hey.
Come on!
That rabbit made one hell of a burger.
Fair enough.
Wait, you gave it to a pony? Who?
Ever heard of a man named Pinkie Pie?
Pinkie Pie had the... Wait, she had the fifth power? Question. She doesn't now?
No. I took care of that.
Midnight take a step back. Please let me keep this power. I kinda need it.
He steps closer to you, adjusting his glasses as he takes a closer look at you.
Yeah, let her keep it. Every time I have it, people just want to fight me.
That's because you keep wanting to destroy the universe.
You know, that's kind of his job, right?
I know, but I do it better.
So you do a
Can't
better
you?
job at destroying the universe.
No, I do better. I'm better at it because I used to be mortal. I understand when people make mistakes. Pony, Wolf, whatever created. And it's a lot better to destroy little things, and then fix it.
Aren't you
Rather than the entire
planning to go to
universe.
war with other universes? Burning them entirely?
He
Not-
does have a point.
I'm trying to save the universe, not destroy it. Besides, if the other mother has her way, we're gonna be destroyed anyway.
Yes, that old bitch has been at it for eons.
Then it's time someone stopped her.
I've tried.
Then let's someone else try.
The Overfather
So-
looks over at the fifths. Where do you think he came from?
What do you mean?
Size.
Do you really think that, no offense, lady, but a puny wolf like you would have had a chance against the fifths fighting you seriously?
With your other kids' powers, I had a slim chance.
I very much doubt it. And the others are not mine.
They're not?
No. Just him.
This family tree confuses me.
It's my dad, and I'm his son.
Yep.
It's not that complex of a tree. That's not...
Yeah, but they call you their sibling. And the Overmother talks about her children, so I assumed... You know...
Well, that is where she is wrong.
I mean, they would believe that.
Yep, they would.
So she's not their mother?
She is their mother, but I'm his father.
Then who's his mother?
I created him.
Did you ever ask who the other one's father is?
Exactly.
I didn't think there was a father to deal with, to be honest. I assumed that this Overmother just meant like, I don't know, like Mother Earth. Mother Aquaria doesn't necessarily have a father.
I'm pretty sure Mother Nature would be insulted if you compared her to that old hag.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she probably would.
By the way, we are invited for tea Saturday.
Do I have to?
Come on. Mother Nature was nice enough to buy you that coat.
To be fair, everything made out of leather is basically from her.
Youth these days.
So wait, this fifth was supposed to stop her?
No. He was just... Well, just look at him. He doesn't care about anything, really.
So you knew that he wouldn't destroy this world?
Basically, I decided to throw a wrench into her plan.
And the wrench caused me. And the pups. And everything.
Yes, I've been observing that for a while. Very entertaining, so I'm running out of popcorn. By the way, son, get that on the shopping list. We need more popcorn.
You do remember we are inside a head. We can just create popcorn whenever we want here.
Where's the fun in that? I like to go to the store. You know I don't get out much anymore.
I don't get out at all last time.
And they keep bickering.
Midnight slowly starts to back off, thinking, I'm going to go now.
Where?
The Overfather raises his hand and just with his index finger winks you closer, which causes you to lift off the ground and fly towards him.
Dude, really?
Yes, really. So listen to me, young lady.
Okay.
As my son
That's
just...
going to be one of his speeches again.
Yes, it will be. And you're going to listen.
Puts on headphones.
Makes the headphones disappear.
I don't know all of your speeches. Can't you just tell her?
Okay, then. Creates the headphones back around your ears.
Everyone's over.
Look, young lady. From what I've gathered here right now, you are planning to go to war. Is that right?
Yes.
Whatever will that be good for?
Well, it'll stop our plan. Destroy the universe all over again.
Do you even have any idea how big this is?
Midnight smirk slightly. Probably not. No. But there's one thing I do know.
Which is?
I cannot stand by and let it happen. And this is basically all your fault.
At which point the Overfather glows a little bit, and from him detaches another you.
Midnight backs off. What?
Not exactly my fault, is it?
What? What did you what?
I am the culmination of every single one who has ever given up the fight.
Looks at the father again. What do you mean given up the fight? And why is there another me?
Because a few eons ago, a few universes ago, if you might count, I tried to fight the fight that you're now starting.
And you believe that it's no longer worth it.
Exactly. We ended up being defeated and I fled. I gave up. And my energy joined the Overfather.
Starts the thing staying alive. Starts. Staying alive.
Midnight frowns. Why did you give up?
Didn't you just hear me? We were defeated. My
How?
world was burning. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of portals opening throughout our world. And armies pouring through. There was no way we could have defended against that.
So you ran.
Exactly.
You abandoned them.
I saved my life.
You abandoned them.
I saved myself.
For what end?
My power, my energy, is now not part of the Overmother.
I don't understand.
I may only be a little drop of power compared to her. As are you, by the way. But by joining with the Overfather instead of the Overmother when we were defeated, I have weakened her by the amount of my power.
Midnight frowns for a second. Can only you do that? Can only I do that?
And he glows again, and that midnight disappears, and a big lizard-like creature appears, walking on two legs, wearing a full suit of armor and a spear. No, not just you.
So how do you go about it? Joining the Overfather instead of the Overmother?
When your world falls, your energy will become free, and she will try to absorb it.
if you give up, then she will. But if you look for a way out, you will eventually become part of the Overfather.
So you have to look for the Overfather when your world dies. When you die.
Yes.
Takes his headphones off, looks at the lizard. Hey, Steve, how have you been?
Not too bad, Timothus. But I still remember the case of beer you owe me.
Ooh. Yeah, sure, mate.
Midnight thinks for a moment. Okay, then. I see your point. So what would happen if multiple worlds joined the Overfather?
Well, since I usually try to keep out of things, nothing.
Even with all that...
She would just become weaker and weaker. That's it. And in all fairness, I don't have the interest in actually creating worlds, you know. Too much work, micromanagement and all that.
Agreed. I can see that. But I will spread that word then.
Well...
Think about it. Even
What?
if we do lose this fight, even if we do lose this war, she'll get weaker, one way or another.
If she doesn't find me, that is.
Then you keep out of it for a while.
I'm not keeping out of it for a while. I'm keeping out of it indefinitely. Just letting you know, little girl, I have no interest in wars, or fighting, or tea parties, or
family gatherings, or birthdays. You are terrible.
Hey, you weren't at my last birthday either, so shut up.
I was locked up.
You could have sent a card.
Okay, calm down, boys. But, just saying, if we do lose, which, from the way you talk, you highly believe, I'll come looking for you. And, boy, you're in trouble.
I sure hope not. You're never giving up. Heard so many say that before.
Perhaps.
Not that it matters. Not that it...
Yeah, never really mattered, did it?
You know, you're definitely father and son.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I do believe you can win. Just wouldn't really matter.
Perhaps not, but hey.
Son.
Worth a shot.
First of all, now I am going to the post office and getting my package. And I want you to know that I'm very cross with you.
How can I go to the post office? I don't have a body anymore.
That doesn't matter. You could have picked up my package anyhow. But you should show her what could happen. While I go get my package.
And going meta, I'm going to the toilet. And with those words, the Overfather summons a door again, throws you a doggy treat, and then disappears through the door. And I'll be right back. While Sam
does his thing.
Well, I wanted to spare you that, but I guess you have to see the future.
What?
Snaps his fingers, changes in the area around us. We are floating above a burned planet.
Okay.
You see, the problem is, if the two sides will start to fight, no matter who wins, most of the universes will be burned in the war. All the universes held by the dark will be burned, and most of them held by the other side as well. We started to descend down to the planet, and in the ruins you see a figure sitting on the ground.
Who's that?
As you get closer, you realize it's an alternate universe version of Night. And as she looks up, she holds the corpse of Chase in her hands. Looks at you and says, This is all because of you.
Midnight looks away. Is this the future or possible future?
It's the future. When the war starts, this is inevitable.
Is there anything else you want to show me?
I just want to see your decision. You have to know the consequences of your actions. You have the power of the fifth. So what are you going to use it for?
I need to talk to Script.
And on the other side of the kitchen, you hear, Mama, where are you? Gotten is stealing my desserts. With still the baby carrier strapped onto her with Francis in it.
Oh, you're adorable. By the way, I'd have to somehow hear that from across the entire thing. I don't know if Midnight would actually be able to hear that.
It was just for releasing some of the tension.
Yeah, because right now Midnight's thinking, I need to talk to Script. I need to talk to Script, because Script is the one that deals with fate. And Script is the only one that she doesn't really trust Fifth. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Shall I send him an invitation?
Script is visual, Sam.
I know.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to invite the character.
No, because Script is talking to Celestia, so I'm just gonna have to wait until. But okay, Midnight looks at the fifth. I thought you couldn't see the future. I thought that was Script's thing.
Well, you see, a bunch of scripts are added up in Father, so, well, they're a weird collection of powers.
I bet. Fun question. Was this his idea or your idea?
What?
Chase,
The future.
really?
That was his.
But I asked him if it was okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was linked up to the question you said on Twitter, Midnight. I thought you was on to this one.
No. I was just genuinely curious about that one.
Okay, but it was quite a coincidence, you might say. Who's your favorite? Midnight or Chase?
Sorry, Knight or Chase?
Sorry.
So Midnight's just said I need to talk to Script.
I changed the scene around us back to the room we started in. The one with the red carpet.
And the fireplace that is still slowly burning away, now having a pork roasting over it slowly, like a pig. A whole pig.
Midnight again looks at the fifth. You say that is inevitable? Chase is going to die?
Well, a lot of chases are going to die. I did say it was like an alternate universe. Not guaranteed that it's this one. It's not.
Midnight sighs. Thank you for showing me this. I've gotta go. And be nice to your dad.
You hear a far-off voice. Listen to the nice doggy!
But please get him to stop calling me a doggy. Please.
To realize when he has his way, and if everyone joins him, there will be nothing. Since he never wants to create. He created one being, and that was me, and that he already regrets that one.
I should too!
Perhaps, but you're forgetting. That's only because he's a combination of a couple. Million. But if he has a few people I know, he knows he might change.
He collects their powers, but his personality is him.
Well, collects their powers and I'm there, let me just say, I'll be annoying.
Can I just say something a little bit out of the roleplay?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Would it, just curious, if there is then a stronger personality that enters him, will that personality has the power to maybe switch or take over?
Might be able to manipulate him a little bit.
Okay, but nothing major?
Do you realize he already has the powers of multiple fifths inside him?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Isn't much that could be strong enough, like, unless he absorbs the entire mother.
Okay, so thank you.
Anyway, Midnight nods at the fifth and then says, "See you later," and waves a paw, trying to get back to her body.
1 second, please. One.
Access denied.
You wanted to tip about the powers. You do.
Yeah.
Goes up, walks up to her, puts my hands on her head. Now, focus what you want to be. Focus.
Focuses on being her pony self.
And you transform. Chrysalis style.
Looks down. Whoa. It's that easy?
Once you get the hang of it, it shouldn't be hard.
Noted. Focuses again and transforms back into my wolf form. Strangely though, I'm far too used to this form, despite it technically not being my real form.
Looks at her form. Well, it will make do, I guess.
And from far off, you hear the voice of the Overfather again. The doggy treats are to the right of the door!
Midnight rolls her eyes, but does take them. Because thinking she can give them either to she can give them to the pups.
Now, you wanted to get out of here, right?
Yes, please.
Still don't know how you got in, but... Answer an invitation letter. What?
Interfering here, me. You give her an invitation letter. But as you give it to her, Midnight, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Turns around.
And you find yourself back in Nightfall's bedroom. Looking directly at Luna, who has Rosalia on her back.
Whee! Flowy, hear me.
Am I also holding the treats?
No.
Ah. Okay.
Well, yes. Let's say yes.
Okay.
A bowl of doggy treats.
Oh, hi. Oh, I'm back.
You have been nowhere. I've been watching you for about 10 minutes.
Mama had a space out.
Looks like it.
I'll explain later. Looks down at the bowl. Rosalia. How about you have some treats?
What treats is it? So she kind of tries to ruffle herself out of the flowing mane of Luna. Yes, it's exactly how you're imagining it. She was on her back, but she was trying to crawl inside the mane of Luna. But then she kind of got stuck, so now she's within the floating of the mane, so she's trying to swim out.
You manage that and look down at the bowl of doggy treats. They're shaped like little bones.
Yummy! And you see she kind of takes an extra kick from the mane and go head first down in the jar of food. It's very messy, Rosalia style.
Midnight sort of face pause. Anyway, we need to talk. She looks at Luna.
I was told as much.
Let's get out of Nightfall's bedroom. It's a little weird. Waves a paw and tell.
Luna looks around at the blue torches, the Cthulhu poster, the skulls and the books. I don't know. I kind of like it.
Rosalia looks up from the food and just like, what?
Midnight smirks. Yeah, I still remember your room whenever I managed to sneak into it that one time. That you caught me.
Good times.
Agreed. Waves a paw and teleports all three of us, including the thing of doggy treats, to the living room.
Yay! Starts to eat again.
And Luna plops down on one of the sofas.
Midnight sits down beside her. So, how much do you know?
Luna raises a hoof to silence you for a second, and then calls for Angel Bunny, who immediately appears, looks at her, and she just nods, and he runs off again.
Rosalia looks up at Luna and her mother, and with her full mouth, even sticking out some parts, the food, she kind of holds up two more snacks. And like when you're trying to talk with your mouth full of food. Basically, it's just like, you guys want?
No
sense.
Alright, yeah.
Shrugs his shoulders and then pushes them into her mouth and
Midnight rolls her eyes. What did you just ask Angel Bunny to bring you?
The usual.
Of course, you've been here so many times. Betty knows whatever you want with a simple look.
Exactly.
He is slowly learning that with me, but my brain is so random, he usually can't tell.
Mind you, I have a room here, as does Celestia, so...
True. I know.
Rosalia looks shockingly up at Luna.
Well, of course I have a room here, little one.
Her eyes get like super big and just like, where?
I'll maybe show you sometime. So, Midnight, you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yeah. I'm guessing from those words you know nothing.
My father simply told me, go see Midnight, she has something to tell you.
Alright. You know about multiverses, yes?
I have traveled some, yes, why?
Well, what if I told you that there is an Overmother who created the entire thing?
You don't believe those legends, do you?
I've seen her.
Luna's eyes go wide, and she looks at you a little bit suspiciously. You have seen the creator of the ultimate multiverse.
Yes. She even licked me. It was so gross.
So, why is that important? Other than this is a very interesting magical scientific discovery that this creature actually exists.
She is a culmination of all the evil fifths. She creates multiverses to, I'm guessing, experiment for the most part, but every time the fifth starts taking over. Either good, in which they become glowing white, or bad and they turn black. The black ones always win. And the combination of them take over the entire multiverse and then become another version of her to take over.
That indeed is a bit troubling, but I still don't see what you're getting at. After all, we defeated the fifths, or you did.
Well, yes. Our fifth. But defeating one is not going to help. Besides, we're technically still grey, not white. Because of night, and also the fact that the fifth isn't dead.
Luna raises an eyebrow. Elaborate.
Rosalia does too. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
He's living inside Nightfall's brain, having parties. Not caring about this world at all. Turns out he was actually not created by the Overmother, but by the Overfather.
You are slightly confusing me, Midnight.
Rosalia turns her head to the side as she's sitting within the bowl with her tail around her feet and Francis on her chest, turning her head and just like, so he's not my uncle?
Basically, during our fight, me and the fifth, he tapped Nightfall's head. It was a backup plan. So whenever the fifth gave Angel his power and disappeared when we thought he had died, turns out he didn't. He simply was completely powerless inside Nightfall's mind.
Luna looks at you. Then I shall have the most powerful Magi of Canterlot examine this in Nightfall.
I think we're okay for now.
I'm pretty sure there is a way to get rid of that fifth.
Honestly, I don't see much point. He doesn't give a fur and claw about anything. apparently he has given his power away constantly. And the Overfather usually sorts it out.
Wait, I have a grandpa?
Technically.
And from far, far away, only you can hear. I'm nobody's grandpa!
Shut up, old man.
You go clean your room, son!
Midnight rolls her eyes. I know it's confusing, but look, the point is, all of these evil fits are taking over the multiverse, and before now we had no clue. Now that we do...
She raises a hoof to silence you. So what you're saying is, eventually they will stand on our doorstep.
Yes.
And if I... And she looks around, looking at the crystalline walls of the mansion. If I deduct the signs right, then you want to take the fight to them.
We're already at war, we may as well do it right. On our own, we are completely powerless.
Luna looks at you, raising an eyebrow. You do know that war is not a game, right?
I know that.
And if what you say is true, then we cannot win. If we would have wanted any chance of winning, we would have had to start eons ago.
Better late than never.
There's a little poof over Rosalia's head.
Ooh.
And as you look up, you see a cherry pie falling onto your head.
What was that for?
I wasn't me.
Was me. More food, little one.
That's one way of delivering it. But okay, thank you. And as Luna turns her head again, Rosalia takes a teeny tiny bit and tries to throw it at her face.
Which Luna immediately turns her head around again and catches it in her mouth. And
Sharing is caring!
and then licks her muzzle.
No throwing food about, Rosalia.
She started. And she did catch it, so I technically didn't throw food. Big smile and ears down.
Midnight rolls her eyes. Perhaps we... And turns back to Luna. Perhaps. But if we do nothing, still do nothing, we're doomed anyway. We may as well give it a shot.
Luna sighs, thinking for a moment, looking at you, then looking at Rosalia, who is devouring her food.
Nom 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 nom.
You do know that my duty as a ruler is to keep my subjects safe, right?
Yes.
You're putting me in a very, very difficult position, Midnight.
I know. But would you have rathered me not tell you anything and gone... And you see that Lipin and Karnai gathering their forces, as well as Lithium, and seeing Morphus and all of us?
No. I'm glad you told me. And on the other hoof, I wish you had never told me anything. Look. It is like this. I do not think that I can support you in this fight personally. If you fail, there needs to be someone to defend the common pony.
I understand that.
And I'm pretty sure that my sister will think the same.
I can see that too.
So, I will not participate in your war.
Okay.
Is it understood?
Yes.
However, and her horn lights up and she summons a scroll and a feather and an ink pot.
Midnight raises an eyebrow.
And she starts writing while the scroll is floating in front of her. Then signs it, rolls the scroll up, and seals it with her royal seal. There you go.
What is it?
This is a royal decree.
Takes it. Is she handing it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Takes it and opens it and looks at it.
And you read that I, Princess Luna of Equestria, hereby decree that control over the Night Guard and the Cestral Army shall be transferred to Midnight Weed. Signed, Princess Luna of Equestria, ruler of Canterlot, Equestria, and all lands beyond.
Midnight blank.
Question. Does you read that out? Do you read that out loud?
No.
Oh.
Midnight blinks. You sure about this?
It is the only support that I can offer.
Midnight rolls it back up. Thank you.
And thank you for the pie.
You're welcome, little one. And a bowl of chocolate pudding appears next to the bowl of treats.
Midnight waves a paw herself and takes it away.
Aww.
Stop stuffing my pup with sugar. Please.
You never complained when I did that with you.
Yeah. Mama.
That was different. I was starving. And second off, I've been meaning to ask you. I understand not ever telling me I was a Lupin Incarni, but did I never show any magical abilities back then? Because the pups have been showing a lot of magic, not just their own normal magic, but Lupin Incarni magic. And I can't for the life of me remember if I ever showed any signs of that. Surely I would have known if I had shown magic.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, you want to see what I can do? You want to see what I can do? Tries to jump up and down on one place.
Sure.
Yay! Okay, need to find something big. She looks around to one of the not less important stuffies. Does she see something that she knows is less important that doesn't mind breaking?
So, a small wooden box that's standing on a cabinet.
Yeah. Take that one. Sounds like a good idea. She's trying to do not a howl, but the smaller one that went through the rock, like a mini tornado. She stands up, collecting herself, and just like.
And the box disintegrates.
So proudly looking up with the ears up, tail goes wang higher, And she's just, see, I can do a bigger one, but that's going to break a lot of stuff, and I don't want to break a lot of stuff. But you see, I can do something else too. I can run really fast.
And Luna just, like, her jaw drops, eyes wide, pupils a pinprick.
Midnight smirks. Did I not mention the pups have all 5 powers?
Luna slowly, like on cogs, moves her head towards you. And then it's like, I think you might have forgotten to mention that.
Yeah. Rosalia here has Lupin's abilities.
I noticed.
She
Also-
comes running back to Midnight and kind of crawls up on, like in her lap, kind of. But I know she's not sitting like a human, so it's kind of like,
Yeah,
but
no,
a
you
mom.
mean.
Yeah, super.
Midnight pets her. So, wait, did I hear you right? Did you say I did show magical abilities?
Yes, you did.
Then how come I didn't know I had them?
Because what you did, like, for example, by total accident, using your magic to grab onto something when you really wanted it.
Rosalia.
Like the
Chuckles.
cookie jar in the kitchen several times.
Well, eh.
I couldn't teach you that magic because I have not enough knowledge about it.
So what? You just discouraged me from doing it to the point where I forgot I could do it?
Exactly.
Really?
Yes, because Lupina Arcanae magic is in general stronger than pony magic and easier to use. However, it can also be very dangerous. So, I thought it best if you did not use it.
Huh.
But shouldn't Mama at least get to know? Rosalia looks with her head kind of tilted.
What use would it have been, little one, to tell her that she was part of an extinct race? And no one would be able to teach her.
That's good. Well, didn't you know Script had books of spells?
I wasn't at the best speaking terms with my father back then.
Fair enough.
You
All
heard?
right. Now, for some reason, some people in this family like to argue all the time. And when you live for centuries upon centuries upon centuries, the feuds can last a lot longer.
Ah, so instead of just an hour or something, it can become a whole year?
More like 100 years, little pup.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nuzzles Rosalia. Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure that you pups don't learn to talk to each other.
We don't learn to talk to each other? What?
No, learn to talk to each other.
You actually said don't learn to talk.
I didn't mean to say that.
In all fairness, I still think that I was in the right in the argument.
What was the
What was
argument?
the argument about? Mother like daughter. That's nice.
He lost my snuggle blanket.
Rosalia grabs Francis. No!
Midnight
Yes.
frowns. That was it?
Yes.
Rosalia stands up, walks over to Luna, sits in between Luna's forelegs, and just like, yep, totally agree. Yep.
Midnight rolls her eyes. Children.
Yep. Well, what would you have done if I had lost your favorite snuggle toy?
If I was like a pup, then I understand. But I wouldn't be angry at you for more than a couple of days.
1 second.
Uncle
alright.
AJ is making trouble. I'm kind of worried for Uncle AJ. I think he had a rough childhood.
What are you typing, love? I'm scared now.
I think it's something about Papa's oído.
There you go.
Nice.
Hey, I've told him that last time. Even last time, he was like, steals a bottle of Script's wine and runs off while drinking it. And I'm like, I don't drink wine. You have just stolen one of Morpheus's rare urine that he collects.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a weird hobby.
Well, it's
Artificial
Morpheus.
Morpheus is typing. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Anyway. Midnight then nuzzles Luna
Yeah, who does she muscles?
nuzzles Luna a little and is like, thank you for this, and I promise you this. I'm not going to run. I'm going to stand. And there is always and if my plan goes completely all wells and we're all destroyed, just remember this. Don't join the Overmother's power. Join with the Overfather. Maybe
No,
then
don't! I have enough on my plate already!
maybe then we'll have another universe can have another shot.
But
Understood.
but if the Overfather doesn't do anything,
No, but it'll make her weaker. And the weaker she becomes, the more of a chance we have.
but why do we have a chance if we are gone? And the one who's left doesn't do anything, like a potato, just sitting there.
Other universes will have their shot. But
I
that is
detest
if
that comparison!
But, we won't fail. Because I'm certain that we have a chance.
May I ask one thing, Luna?
Certainly.
I know you said that you couldn't yourself join, but I'm wondering why, because if the front line doesn't win this kind of war, then you will certainly be outmatched in power when they come for the normal ponies and other creatures. So wouldn't it be more logical to at least have you available for the front line? Like if you need?
The thing is, little one, if the front line falls, then my sister and I can make sure that the ponies of Equestria can live just a little bit longer.
Okay, so you can't keep them safe like how they were supposed to be safe, but a little bit longer. But that's...
Exactly.
Isn't that also a little bit mean to them? Like, instead of actually getting rid of the poison, you just give them painkillers and don't get rid of the poison, and they just die later. Looks very sad, by the way.
Little one, this is how it has to be. My sister and I remain with our subjects. That is our duty.
Oh, okay.
Also,
I'm
if the
sorry.
fighting should reach pony colonies, then ponies will panic. We will be there to be their rock in the storm to, well, reassure them.
Okay. Nuzzles her front leg.
Midnight pats Rosalia.
Hey.
Well, I guess you better get back and see what Celestia's done.
And it is that moment when Angel Bunny, huffing and puffing under the weight of a ginormous package, comes waddling into the room.
Rosalia jumps down and tries to help him.
The package reaches up to the ceiling in size.
Midnight frowns and looks at Luna. What the hell is this?
A cake.
That's one big cake. As she looks up to the roof.
Are you trying to summon Celestia?
Well, in all actuality, you do know how much my sister loves cake, but she does hate strawberry cake.
What? Rosalia looks shocking over at Luna. How can anybody hate strawberries?
She just doesn't like it. And this is the biggest strawberry cakes that this kitchen can produce.
Midnight looks slightly down at Angel Bunny with sympathy. Sorry.
Angel just looks up at you, salutes with one ear, and then disappears under the package as it falls on top of him.
Oh. Waves a paw and lifts it up to bring it off Angel.
You see an angel-shaped indentation in the floor.
Oof.
Rosalia sticks her head down. Angel?
And you hear your voice echoing.
Angel, 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 angel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's there anymore.
Okay then.
Don't worry
Turns
about
back.
him. Happens every time.
Looks at the cake.
Aw.
Okay then. No, Rosalia, you're not allowed any.
Aww. Her tails and ears go down. Not even a strawberry?
You've had enough sugar.
Okay.
Come on, Midnight. Give her at least one strawberry.
One strawberry. With no icing on it.
Yes, okay, thank you. She jumps around and then she takes one of the strawberries and jumps into Luna's mane. And
Luna
she kind of
giggles slightly.
she lays on her back and kind of nibbles on the strawberry and shares with Francis and nibbles on it, and shares with Francis and nibbles on it.
Midnight rolls her eyes and says under her breath, "We're really gonna have to wash that Francis."
And Luna then looks over at Rosalia. You, little one, should listen to your mother from now on. And Midnight, I'll take my leave. If anything else comes up, just send word.
Will do.
And her horn glows, and she and the cake disappear.
Lands on the sofa, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight thinks for a second. Why do I have a feeling she deliberately waited until the cake was ready?
Maybe she wanted cake?
Hmm.
Or maybe
No.
she's gonna play a prank on her sister?
I'm pretty sure she wants to troll her sister.
Midnight rolls her eyes and nuzzles up to Rosalia. Come on. Let's go see if we can find your father. Wonder what he's been doing.
Yep.
I would have expected him.
Sorry, Mama. You first.
No, it's okay.
Just want to say thank you for letting me have the strawberry too.
Well, you certainly won't need dinner now, will you?
No.
You see Ramos Sky sitting in a chair along the corridors that you're walking as you're looking for script, reading a book.
Hello there, Ramo. What are you reading?
Oh, nothing.
Ramo.
Rosalia looks at the book.
Ramo hides the book behind her back.
Ramo is the boy.
No, Ramo is a girl.
Let me find out.
There's only one boy, and that's Ivory Mist.
No, there's two boys.
Two boys.
You guys are confusing me.
It says so in the chat in between us three. I did the notes, and I go back to the other episodes. I have done some research.
So Ramo and Ivory. Okay. Nothing?
Yes, you do.
Ramo?
And she kinda tries to move his paws and stuff so she can see the title.
Ramo tries to walk away backwards.
Jumps over him and blocked away.
Hey, that's no fair!
Well, if you just told us, then we wouldn't have this conversation. And she kind of looks a little bit like he.
Rosalia, be nice to your brother. Now show me the book.
Fine. And Ramo grabs behind his back and hands you an old leather tome that has in golden letters on the front written interspecies dragon breeding.
Why on earth are you reading this?
I plead the fifths, Mom.
Tell me.
Nope. Not without my lawyer.
He asked a lawyer? What's a lawyer? Rosalia looks... I'm sorry.
Because I'm pretty sure... No, it's okay. It's okay. Because I'm pretty sure if I tell you, you'll ground me.
How about this? You don't tell me and I ground you.
He raises a paw, opening his muzzle, and is like, that's cheating, Mom!
No, it's not. I'm your mother. Tell me. Who knows, maybe I won't ground you. But if you don't tell me, you know for definite you are grounded.
It's... And he kind of mumbles into his non-existent beard.
Speak up.
You have to talk
Ramo,
louder.
Speak up.
It's because of my girlfriend, okay?
Midnight blinks.
Oido.
You have a girlfriend? Oh, why would I ground you because of that? Ruffles his fur. That's adorable.
Mama, do you remember what he was reading?
Wait, dragon?
Yes.
Who?
Her name is Ruby.
Oh. Well, as much as I completely would love for you to have a girlfriend and all that, no interspecies mating until you're older.
Come on!
You're far too young to be interspecies mingling. For actually, just breeding in de facto, no, not yet. Not until you're a little older, alright?
Rosalia walks up to Ramo and looks at him like, you know what happens if you do that kind of stuff? You might end up with your own pup or baby dragon. And as far as I know, you value your silence and stuff for reading books far too much to risk having your own child.
Why do you think I've been reading up on that?
You can read all you want. I'm not going to discourage you from knowledge. But, please, no interspecies breeding. Okay?
It's not too late, is it?
Ramo just grumbles, takes the book out of your hands, or hooves, no, paws, puts it into his muzzle and walks off.
Come on, follow me. We're looking for your father.
He's down the corridor.
What?
Is that the aquarium?
He's down the corridor to the right, fifth door.
Fifth door down the corridor. Okay. But you still have to come with us.
He spits out the book. Rosalia, that is not what I said.
Then what did you say?
I said, he is down the corridor, first door to the right.
Also, carry the book in your magic.
But that's such a hassle.
What?
Really? I find it a lot more easier.
Well, that's you.
Fair enough. Now come on, let's go. Goes down the corridor.
Do I have to?
We all need to talk to you.
Fine. And Ramu kind of summons up kind of saddlebags for himself, putting the book in that, and then follows you grudgingly.
Well, shouldn't you at least get married before you get a kid, Ramo? Like stability and stuff?
Rosalia, quite honestly, sit on it and spin. That's none of your business.
Ramo!
Yeah? What do you mean?
Be nice to your sister. Rosalia, don't mind that. Just quit with the questioning. Leave this sort of thing to your father and me, okay?
But Mom, it really isn't no of her business what I do in my bedroom.
Correct.
Eh?
But while you're living under our roof, it is ours. So, for now, after only being, what, a year old? Less?
Actually, their physical development is more in, like, the mid-teens.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I still pictured them as a lot younger.
At least Ramo and others. Rosalia is a little bit slower aging.
Yeah, she's the second youngest too.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I liked you better when you were more like Francis.
Then let me reiterate. Look, we will talk to your father about this, and we will see, okay?
He grumbles and keeps following you without saying something.
Good. And goes the directions which he gave us.
And on the way, you run into Pixie Cotton.
Hello there, Pixie.
Who is currently arm wrestling a troll.
Pixie, would you mind coming with us for a bit?
I don't know if you see this, but I'm kind of busy, Mom.
Oh, hun, just finish it already. You know you can.
Pixie looks at you with a, "Really, Mom? Ruining my fun" expression.
Midnight just smirks. I know how strong you are, love. It would take a lot more than one troll.
She rolls her eyes, pushes her paw to the ground, and the troll disappears into a newly created hole in the ground. Satisfied?
Midnight smirks and nuzzles her. Yes. Besides, if you want, we can maybe go somewhere where your strength can be truly tested.
What, you mean like the Dragonlands? I've already wrestled the Dragon Lord and she was a pansy.
No, I was thinking of someone else. Come on, let's go.
And she begrudgingly follows you after looking into the hole and shouting down, "You owe me 200 bits, asshole!" What, you're not going to say anything to Pixie about her language?
I was just taking a drink.
Okay.
Midnight gives Pixie a look of, please, don't use that language around me.
Fine. Then she turns back to the hole. Okay then, you owe me 200 bits, Mr. Asshole!
Rosalia facepalm.
Midnight rolls her eyes. You lot are a pawful, aren't you?
Well, maybe.
Keeps
And
walking.
you see a rainbow-colored snake that is curled up under a dining table in the corner.
I never missed.
It is sleeping.
Midnight
What?
looks at Rosalia. How about you wake him up for me, nice and gently?
Okay. Tiptoes very quietly over and kinda boops him a little bit with the nose. Good morning.
And the snake opens its mouth and bites your head.
Starts to shake your head and jump around.
Releases you, and then the snake looks at you, turns back to Ivory Mist. Hey, Rosalia, what the hell? Don't wake me up like that!
I was doing it quietly like you told me to. And she's kind of crying and trying to rub her nose.
He walks over, hugging you. I'm sorry, but when I'm a snake, I'm really testy, so be careful.
Okay, I will do it from the side next time.
Okay,
Gives
just
him
be
a-
careful when I'm a snake.
Yes.
And then Ivory looks at the others, like at Pixie and Ramo and at you. What's the gathering about?
Come on. We'll explain. Me and your father will explain. But for now, we're looking for him. Come on.
So basically you're saying I'll explain later?
We
Pretty
just
much.
need the last one. We just need the last one, and then we're all, I think.
And Ivory kind of face paws and says, Great, you're almost as bad as a doctor.
Doctor?
Midnight
Yeah, you know that pony in the blue box?
Midnight smirks. Oh, trust me. Your father's very much like him. I at least will explain everything to you. When the time's right.
So does a doctor eventually. Or if you bite him.
Why would you bite the pony? You know we will get in trouble for that.
Because it is so frustrating. For
Ah,
hours he will not explain anything and then suddenly burst out with an explanation that doesn't make sense.
yeah,
Midnight
I think I
chuckles.
understand you.
Midnight chuckles. Welcome to the world. Come on, let's go. Keeps walking.
And you see a gemstone in the wall. A big, giant, red gemstone.
Midnight raises an eyebrow. That wasn't there before. Pokes it.
And it makes a sound like this.
Ooh, Rosalia jumps up and touches it.
And it again does this sound. And you can see something in the gem.
Ooh, looks closer.
You see Silver Star sitting cross-legged in there in a meditating pose.
Midnight knocks on the gem. Silver Star, come on, time to go.
Mama, that's too noisy.
She, opens one eyelid, then closes it again, totally ignoring you.
Silver Star, get your furry butt out here.
Make me.
Rosalia takes the gem in her mouth and just come on, let's go. With the gem in her mouth.
To which Silver Star protests, "Hey, stop drooling on my meditating gem!"
Then come out, and I won't drool at you, or else you will be like this.
And the gem dissolves, and Silver Star stands in front of you, full of your drool. Fur wet from your drool.
Sorry.
And shakes herself a little.
I'll remember this, Rosalia. I'll remember this.
You know I do this every time when you are being stubborn. It's way too easy.
And then Silver Star looks at you. Mom!
Rosalia, am I going to have to tell you to be nice to all your siblings?
Didn't I just get her out?
Yes.
I did what you wanted.
Yes, but that's not the way you are supposed to do it. And Silver Star, next time, do as I tell you so that these sort of things don't happen, okay?
See?
Fine.
Rosalia?
Okay. Sorry, Mom.
Apologize to
Sorry.
Rosalia. Apologize to Silver.
Walks over to Silver. Airs down. I'm sorry. I promise I will not do it again.
Okay, okay. Just remember, don't drool on me.
Yes, I will. Sorry, sis. Kind of hugs her.
And she hugs you back, nuzzling you.
Yay.
See, this is how you work things out. I wish your uncles and aunts could figure that out.
Did you hear that, Silver? We're kind of more grown-up than the grown-ups.
Silver just nods enthusiastically.
Midnight smirks. Alright, come on. That's us, all of us.
And they all follow you while Pixie and Ramo are discussing what Ramo has been reading while they're walking.
Midnight gets to the door keeps walking and gets to the door.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No? And,
Yeah, you do.
And knocks on it.
You hear a lot of beeping from inside. And then Script appears at the door, opening it a crack, pulling his head out. Yes, what can I do for you?
What are you doing? Did you finish your meeting with Celestia?
Yes, I did.
And?
She does not want to get involved, but we are now in control of the Crystal Empire's army and Equestria's army, apparently. So...
Midnight smirks. Same thing here. With Luna. We now are in charge of the Night Guards and the Thestral army.
Actually, I didn't expect anything else. So what can I do for you? I'm kind of busy in here.
What are you doing?
It's not quite finished yet, so...
well, we kind of need to discuss this with, what's going on with the pups.
Well, I guess you'll see the way sooner or later. And he kicks the door open, motioning for you to come inside.
Walks inside, looking around.
All the pups are, of course, following.
Jumps into Papa's lap.
And you see a giant room, like seriously gigantic, that has catwalks on several levels. You see rows upon rows upon rows of desks and terminals. And on the far side of the room, you see one giant screen with a map of Equestria on it. And smaller screens all around the walls. And you see ponies in military uniforms working stuff and putting up equipment and connecting terminals to other equipment and making sure everything works.
Midnight raises an eyebrow. Is this a surveillance system?
Actually, this is the command room.
That's a lot of space.
Impressive, love.
Well,
Very
some of that you have to thank Lupina for, because it's their technology, but yeah. Thank you.
So from here we can manage the army?
And a unicorn comes trotting towards you. A unicorn with a light blue coat and a slightly darker blue and lighter blue streaked mane. She also has a scar that's running from the base of her horn to her left cheek.
How?
Oh, hello.
Hello, ma'am. No, wait. Hello, ma'am.
No offense, but who are you and why are you calling me ma'am?
I think this should be obvious. And she kind of points at her insignias and name tag and everything, indicating that she is a vice general in terms of rank.
Oh, wow.
And her name is Frostmane.
And everyone in the entire world that is listening to this goes crazy. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Nice to meet you. So
Well, and since you are in charge of the Cestral Army and the Night Guard, and your husband seems to have been given control of the Equestrian Army, I was appointed the liaison.
The what?
Liaison, hun. It means that she's the one that's gonna be helping me and your father run the army.
Ah, okay, so she's a new friend. And then she tries all her might to summon a cupcake to her. Here you go.
Frostmane takes a cupcake, looks at it, takes a nibble, then looks at Rosalia with a smile, ignites her own horn, and summons a cupcake with chocolate and vanilla frosting in front of her.
Takes the cupcake, waves a paw. That will be in the kitchen for you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, nice pony. Thank you. She nuzzles her.
Looks at Frostmane.
It's the best friendship.
Looks at Frostmane. Sorry.
Frostmane does not react to the nuzzling. Just stays a professional soldier.
Wasn't a she?
She.
Yeah.
It's a mare.
Midnight smiles at Frostmane. Sorry, she's had far too much sugar today.
No problem, ma'am. I guessed as much.
Anyway, looks at script. So, this is the command center, and yeah. Question. I might not have thought all of this through, but looks at the pups. What about them? Because if it was up to me, I would be probably putting them somewhere completely safe.
Frostmane raises an eyebrow.
Rosalia does too, like...
Ma'am, with all due respect, your pups might be, aside from yourself, the most powerful beings in this universe.
True. But, like I said, if it was up to me, as a mother, I'll be wrapping them in bubble wrap, impervious to every danger, putting them in a bubble and sending them off into an alternate dimension, and that is just literally covered in bubble wrap.
Script chuckles, murmuring something.
Looks at script. What did you just say?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Overprotective mother much?
Midnight smirks. Don't forget what you were like with Night.
Point still.
Nuzzles him. Fair enough. But still. They're not great fighters as far as I know. Though considering one of them has a girlfriend that I didn't even know about.
Script kinda looks a little bit sheepish.
You knew!
Who do you think gave him that book?
You and I need to have a chat.
I don't see why, but okay.
You need to talk to me and tell me stuff. Even if you think I won't like it.
In all
fine
fairness,
with them dating.
In all fairness, Mom, I thought you wouldn't be.
Why?
Dragon?
I'm a wolf that's dating a pony. And I also dated Discord once.
What? Rosalia looks shocked.
And Discord appears out of thin air, holding a photo album in front of you that is closed, by the way, in front of Midnight's face. That has NSFW on it, and he smirks.
Get that out of here, Dissy.
Alright. And he disappears with it.
I am fine with you dating whoever you want. I just want you to be careful, okay?
Ramo kind of smirks at you.
What?
He doesn't say anything. Just tries to look innocent.
Anyway. Okay. They can be some use, but you better get Lupina to get them some armor.
And Frostmane puts like her hoof to her lips, doing a very sharp wolf whistle.
Covers my ears.
And 3 soldiers wheel in like a claws rack, but that has armor on it that fits the pups.
That, ma'am, has already been taken care of. This has been delivered an hour ago with regards from Queen Lupina.
Midnight blinks. She thinks too far ahead.
I guess they're already named. Sorry. I guess they already have name tags on the armor.
Yes.
Thought so.
Why? Did you want to have a pig?
No, I just thought that was something Lupina might do.
Yeah, I can so imagine that. Midnight smirks, but nods. Alright, that's fair. Well, guess we're ready, basically.
Well, not quite, is what I would say, but okay.
Midnight looks and who said that?
Script.
Looks at script. I meant. Never mind. What do you think? What else is there to do?
Well, my beloved little purple furball. Morphus might be a bit of a goofball, but he's a very formidable fighter. Elysium, she fights more from the shadows and pulls the strings behind the curtain, but she is also very good. I myself can hold myself against almost all of them. Lupina might be the strongest fighter among us. But what about you?
Yeah, I know. I'm no fighter.
And a portal opens right next to you, by the way. A paw comes out, grabs you by the scruff of your neck, and pulls you through.
Ah!
You and Rosalia.
Oh, okay.
Midnight growls and looks around to see what on earth is going on.
You're
Rosalia
standing.
sniffs.
You smell burning coal in the air. For Rosalia. Also molten metal. And for you, Midnight, who is looking around, you see that you're standing on the balcony of Lupina's throne room, overlooking the Lupine Arcane Kingdom in the canyon. The entire canyon is now covered with a gigantic force field. Looking down, you see squads of wolves in strangely thin and slender-looking armor patrolling the streets. While every squad has a bipedal fighting machine with them that has no arms and hands per se, but in its place a 3-barreled shotgun. And looking up, you see squads of 3 wolves flying through the air.
Looks around at the person who grabbed me.
Lupina.
What the hell, Lupina?
Mama! Rosalia looks a little bit angrily at her mom because of this word choice, because she just have scolded all the others.
Well, I thought you might want to see this.
Looks round. Admittedly, it's impressive. But next time, ask instead of grabbing me by the fur. How would you feel if I grabbed you by the scruff? I'm not a pup.
Seriously, you might have missed this.
And she points at the science corner of the city, where you see a giant scaffolding that is covered with a tarp.
Tarp?
And it's the tarp is fluttering slightly, even though you can't feel any wind.
Is that
What's
what I
tarp?
think? Fabric?
Okay, sorry.
And you hear like a sound that is like rising higher and higher.
Looks at Lupin at the back at the thing. Is that a ship?
Lupina just grins so wide that every single tooth is showing.
You brought back the plans!
Exactly.
You can make battleships for space. Oh shit!
And the tarp flies away, and you see a cylindrical spaceship powering up its engines and launching into the air slowly.
Ooh. Big eyes.
Looks at Lupina. Okay, that's impressive.
Well, I did bring back that data chip.
Still, there's only so much you could, there's only so much you can get from a data chip. Schematics. Knowing how to build something and understanding how it works is different.
My people are very resourceful.
Midnight smirks. That I know.
Lupina, sweeps a paw over the entirety of her kingdom. Even the power armor you see down there. Or the levitation suits that the squads up there are using. All of that...
Rosalia looks up.
All of that I got from those schematics.
Can I get one?
Lupina looks at Midnight.
Sure?
And Lupina waves a paw, and this full body suit that only leaves Rosalia's ears and snout uncovered appears on Rosalia, making her hover a few feet off the ground.
Ooh.
Now don't go too high now.
Okay. Hopefully Francis is on the outside of the armor, or else that will be very painful.
He's strapped to your back.
Okay, nice. Rosalia kind of tries slowly, walk up a little bit and tries to do, saltos and stuff.
You
Very
do
fast.
manage it, but are still a little bit wobbly, and the controls are hard for you to manage.
So,
Basically.
yeah.
Question. Lupina. How's Night?
You mean that very rude wolf that I would describe as a word that I do not want to repeat in front of the little one?
Yes.
I will have to take a short break here, guys. Sorry, but otherwise I'll pee my pants.
Actually, you're not the only one, so BRB, Kriz, keep the stream going.
Same to you, Sam.
Okay. Sam, help me.
Hey.
Hello. So, how is it fun to join the stream again?
Yeah. I was told Midnight was a little bit disappointed last time.
Why? Hello?
wasn't like she would have expected the fight to go. Wasn't?
Nah, yeah. Yes, I can see that. So, have you seen Visual and Midnight's Teespring store?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
If you don't know, Visual and Midnight now has a Teespring store where they have a lot of their merchandise, like t-shirts, cups.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure if Visual told you, I'm technically not like I don't really follow this. I'm like more like a personal friend of Visual, not part of the RP in general.
Ah, okay, sorry.
I know about the store. He told me. I know.
Do you think it's fun or?
It's fun. Yeah, I have fun.
That's good. So, you watch My Little Pony, I guess?
No.
You don't?
No.
Boo!
No. I know how Visual from way before that. Way.
Yeah.
I actually forgot Sam was here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to leave or if you or if
stay
I
as
had
long
to
as
do
you
anything
like.
else. So.
Stay as long as you like. You never know. You don't have to stay, but it's up to you. But I completely forgot that you were here. My head was too much in the story.
Yeah, I was only listening into halfway. I was actually started to play games.
That's okay. That's fine. Understandable.
Yeah, sorry about the eating and screaming and stuff. I sometimes forget how high-pitched my voice actually is.
No, you're fine.
Not even when she reacted to the you in Discord part.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I was afraid I was hurting someone's ears.
Not at all, you're fine.
So, Sam, what kind of game are you going to play?
Now I'm playing Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Sam is a true gamer. I think if it was up to you, you would just game all day. Every day.
Nah.
No? Not
No.
even if you had someone to bring you food?
No. I do in fact meet people from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
It's that sounds terrible.
From time and again. So yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it really is.
What is going on?
Also, yeah, the fact that I'm not a fan is actually one of the reasons there were so many breaks in the first one, because he actually had to tell me who the characters are.
Ah, okay. But you never got curious enough to maybe check it out?
I'm back.
Yay!
Hello.
Why does it still show my mic is off?
No, it's normal for me.
Oh, now it's on. Okay. So, everybody,
Yeah.
ready to continue?
Yep. So you just told Midnight about Night, so Midnight's gone. Yeah, she okay?
Your friend is currently in the infirmary.
What?
What? What did you
Sorry.
do?
Let's just say she wanted to train with my soldiers.
Oh, Night, you idiot.
Don't worry, our healing technology and magic are very advanced. She will be up and running in maybe a day or two.
Yeah, meet my other half. Ugh.
Exactly, and seriously, I wouldn't have expected her to be hurt this badly, seeing as I put her up against an untrained recruit.
Well,
In the back.
to be fair, she's usually in her pup form rather than her wolf form, so her adult form. So, yeah.
Lupina, now you notice that Lupina has a little device on her left foreleg with a few buttons on it.
What is that?
A mini computer.
And she looks at it, tapping a few buttons. And a little hologram appears in the air, showing the arena with Knight going off against a considerably smaller male wolf wearing military uniforms.
I don't know if I want to see this. Play it.
And the video starts to play, and Knight lunges at the little one, who catches her with his forepaws while rolling onto his back. Then bites down on her tail as he jumps back up and slams her into the ground.
Ooh.
And Knight gets back up, lunging again. To which the recruit turns around and whips her across the face with his tail, knocking her into one of the walls of the arena.
Even I didn't do this badly.
And Knight once again gets up, runs at him, teeth bared, bleeding from a wound over her right eye. And this time the recruit closes his eyes, a fist appears out of the ground, hits her from down below, and knocks her about 10 feet into the air.
Oh.
He jumps after, does a roll in midair, and hits her to the ground with his tail.
Looks at Lupina. And that's an untrained person?
Well, he went through basic training, but all pups do that.
Yeah, she hasn't. Ever.
The pups
And in the
only
back-
go through... Go ahead, Rosalia.
Just gonna say, like, and in the background of this very serious conversation, you see a clumsy Rosalia walking around in the air, kind of stumbling about.
Adorable. And
Yes, all he had was basic training. Basic training in defending yourself and hunting.
Yeah, actually, Knight has never hunted.
And as you're still talking, you see Knight crawling out of the hole that she left in the ground. Preparing to charge again, but then faints, and medics are rushing into the arena, carrying her off on a stretcher.
Maybe she won't be much help after all.
I'm pretty sure she will, once she has learned some proper discipline.
Good luck with that.
Midnight, she tried to bite the head off her superior officer.
Oido.
She did make that deal with you, didn't she?
She did, but still.
You'd think she'd just follow orders just so she can get her deal.
She has shown herself to be very uncooperative.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But I have feelings that I will have to put her into a basic training course with the pups.
Just make sure she doesn't hurt them.
I very much doubt she can.
Should have seen her wrestling with the dragon pups.
Midnight, nowadays, most parents teach their pups a thing or two before sending them to basic training.
Fair enough, but... now you'd make me think I'm a bad parent.
For your standards, you're very likely not. For Lupina Arcanae standards, your parenting has been lacking.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about.
What's that?
And she kind of waves a paw, making Rosalia float over.
Woo!
I want her in the training.
Training?
Yeah. Agreed.
And you.
Training with the pups alongside Knight and Rosalia?
Exactly.
Come on, Mom, it will be fun! I imagine Rosalia is rolled upside down as they speak.
Yep, she is.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like that idea... fine.
Yay, training with Mama!
I'm
Kind of
not
claps
gonna
her
be-
front paw.
Do you want to visit your friend?
Sure.
All right, then.
And she starts leading you through the hallways of the castle.
Follows.
I'm starting
Susan.
to get dizzy. Can you turn me right way up?
Lupina just waves a paw in a circling motion, positioning you on Midnight's back.
Oof. Oh, thank you.
Arriving at the infirmary, you hear a little bit of a commotion from inside.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
Lupina pokes her head in, and a few doctors and nurses come out, all of them walking away with their, like, shaking their heads, their coats and uniforms ripped in places. Just one of them stopping in front of you as he walks past and saying,
Really? I've never, ever seen a bitch like that. Better teach her some manners.
and then he walks off.
Midnight face paws. Damn it, Night! And she walks straight into the infirmary, looking around.
You see like 2 rows of beds, of which only one is occupied, on which Night is laying, having several IV drips in her. All 4 legs are in casts, and her head is wrapped in bandages, leaving only her muzzle open.
Midnight storms over.
And she's trying to pull out her IV drips.
Night! Don't you dare touch those IVs! What were you thinking?
Your part.
I know. It's weird because I'm talking to myself. I want out. This is humiliating. Guess what? You're gonna have to get used to it. If you're helping us, and you want that deal, then you will have to buck up and respect what is happening. You shouldn't have expected to be that good at fighting. You're barely in your this form at all, let alone your pup form. You've never hunted or anything like that. So suck up your pride and think. You want that deal? Then maybe you should start acting like it. Night just glares at everyone.
To which Lupina steps up and kind of in a stage whisper says to Midnight,
You know, I could still just dispose of her.
Auntie! Rosalia says. She's sitting right next to her head. I think she hears her.
to which she just pets Rosalia.
Midnight gives Lupina a slight glare. We're not getting rid of her. She is basically my daughter.
Wait.
Lupina just shrugs.
Night looks at Night again. Look. We all need to suck up our pride. This is war. We are doing this right. If you want to protect anyone, you need to start doing what you have to. Even if you don't like it. And if you want to be able to fight at all, you need to stay here and do as the doctors say. Do as your superior officers say. Got that?
And then you hear a little fling, and on top of the head part of Knight's bed, Chase appears holding a single flower in the get well card.
No.
Bye! Oh! Hey, Mom! Hi, Auntie Loopy! Hi, Sissy!
Hi, Chase.
Here you go, Night. Night grumbly takes the card. But you can slightly see a slight smile.
Rosalia, if Rosalia is close enough, she nuzzles Morphus. No,
Morphus?
Chase, sorry.
Chase.
Chase, yeah. Bleh.
I was about to say, Morphus is not there.
Nope.
Despite that he could be, but he's not. Midnight slightly looks between Night and Chase. Then looks at Night. If you want to protect him, you need to get good. Night sort of looks at her confused, but sort of understands suddenly. Because they don't have a telepathic connection, but they can read each other like books most of the time. Night especially can read Midnight, so she sort of sees what's going on. And Night's like, wait, do you know something? Midnight sort of shifts her eyes away, saying nothing.
Rosalia looks at Chase. Then she looks at Night. And then she looks at Chase. And then she looks at Night. And then she looks at her mama. With a smile.
Chase jumps in his head. So,
Are we doing what we think we're doing?
Lupina looks up at him as best as she can. Depends on what you think we're doing, little one.
We're going to fight. Does that mean I get armor?
Lupina summons a little basket of sugar-free cookies for him.
Eee!
Jumps in the basket.
Rosalia kind of like she's using all her force of will to stay on her mother's back, but she desperately wants to join in the cookie eating. She just sits there and kind of has her muscles tense and stuff, and just like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. In her head.
Little one, I don't think you want to fight.
No, but if all the others are fighting, why can't I fight?
Yeah, why
would
can't
you
you
do?
fight?
What would you do in a fight, little one?
Fight? No.
And Lupina uses her magic to summon up an image of him, of Chase, and a Lupine Arcane soldier in front of you guys. And Chase trying to bite that Lupine Arcane soldier, who easily evades the attack and beats Chase around like, well, a ping pong ball.
Aww.
Fine. But I still get to come. I'll be a mascot. Mascot Chase.
You can be the Sandler.
The what?
Yeah?
Midnight also perks her ears up. Wait, what?
Soldiers at the front need food, water, and ammunition. And while they're in the field, they can't return to the mess hall to get food.
You want him... Midnight frowns. I don't know about that.
Why not?
Midnight thinks for a moment, and then subtly waves her paw and creates a small piece of paper that floats right in front of Lupina. No one else can see, and it just says, "Someone showed me a future where he dies on the front lines. I want him out of here out of it as much as possible."
Lupina frowns but nods.
And then the piece of paper disintegrates.
Well, maybe you can help the doctors.
The doctors?
Yes, here in my castle.
Oh, I can run around getting everything. I can help Knight heal up.
Exactly.
Jumps on Knight's head.
Yay!
Knight slightly smiles and nods understandingly to Midnight.
Not a bad idea. But could you get off my head? It hurts. Oh, sorry.
Jumps off. Knight then looks at Lupina.
Okay, so what is the plan?
Whenever the doctors clear you, I will have you train with the young ones. So you learn the basics.
Do I have to?
Lupina raises an eyebrow. Would you rather try to go up against me?
Midnight's ears. Knight's ears go back.
Point. Never mind. Okay.
Then I think we have come to an understanding. Don't worry. The other pups will be just as inexperienced as you.
Night and nods towards Midnight.
What about that one? She hasn't had any training much more than me. She knows how to hunt, but that's about it. And the stupid thing you made her do.
And Lupina grins as wide as she can. Oh, she will join you.
What? No, I'm not training beside her.
Why not? It would be fun, all three of us.
3!
She kind of hides behind her mom's head and takes her ears back. Oigle.
And Lupina just is again, or you can train with me. It is your choice.
Fine.
But don't expect me to go easy on you if you did.
Yeah, the only downside is I don't have Miss Pretty Pants healing powers. So if I died in that training, you'd probably just eat me.
With a bit of barbecue sauce, yes.
Rosalia's head turned like right at Auntie Lupina, just with the face of what? She doesn't understand that it's joking.
It's not. That's the problem.
Lupina is serious.
Oh.
Night just glares at Lupina.
Fine. We'll train with the pups.
Okay, then be sure to be nice to your instructor.
Fine.
Because she doesn't like students who talk back too much.
Fine. You can tell the doctors I'm going to be compliant now. I'll shut up.
Don't worry, I will. But also, you three... And she waves a hoof, a paw. And a female wolf with a flower in her hair. Wearing a very, very funnily decorated military uniform that is yellow with pink polka dots. Appears in the room, looking around, adjusting her half-rim glasses.
Rosalia turns her head like, that's one outfit.
And then this wolf looks at Lupina. Well, Your Majesty, this is kind of unexpected. Anything I can do for you? And Lupina points at the three of you, excluding Chase, and says, well, of course, Berta. These three are your new students.
Rosalia ducks down between her mother's head again and kind of like, oh boy.
And Berta then, her face lights up and she walks over to Night. We are going to have so much fun, we will. I will teach you all the ins and outs of fighting and hunting, and we will have campfire stories, and we will roast marshmallows together. And she starts, like, hugging Night and, like, ruffling the little bit of hair on her head that is not covered by bandages.
Night pretends to gag.
Oh, are you alright, dear? Wait a second. And she grabs into one of her uniform pockets, gets out a piece of something that looks like a piece of candy, shoves it into Knight's mouth and says, "Here, that is a very good remedy, military remedy against nausea."
Rosalia looks a little concerned at her mother. Like,
Knight nearly is like, what the hell? Ew! Please, no! Don't put your paw down my mouth!
Ah, it's all right, dear. I've done that loads of times when pups have been choking on something.
I'm not a pup!
Sure you're not. And she starts petting her.
Midnight starts growling under her breath. Midnight looks at Lupina slightly like, let me guess, she's always like this, and she's going to deliberately do it to annoy all of us.
Lupina just chuckles and shrugs.
Midnight rolls her eyes, but walks over. Well, nice to meet you. And yeah, sorry we're a little older than what you normally deal with, but
Berta, as you start speaking, turns around to you. To your surprise, the very thin-looking wolf, like, picks you up in a bear hug, so that all four of your paws leave the ground. Starts very energetically nuzzling you. And is like, "Oh, we're going to have so much fun, and you little one." And then she incorporates Rosalia into the hug.
yeah.
Starting to nuzzle her too. "Oh, we're going to have so much fun, I can already see it. You were my first class in 5 years.
Midnight's eyes widen. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Rosalia
you're my
says,
first
"Oh,
class
boy."
in 5 years.
Midnight looks at Lupina. You guys haven't even been around 5 years, have you?
Actually, we have not, but I think what she means 5 years before our extinction.
But wouldn't she be training most of them?
And Berta lets you, like, back to the ground and very gently places Rosalia on top of Midnight's head.
Oh.
Sits on her haunches and kind of, like, taps her front paws together. Well, a lot of the parents think that I'm too energetic and not serious enough with their pups.
Midnight
So
thinks
work has been a little bit short.
Aww.
Well, we might not have time for, well, what's it called? You know, things around a fireplace, but I'm sure you can teach us the basics. We are going to
And
war after all.
And she waves a paw at you in a dismissive manner and just says, "Ah, you kidder. I'm pretty sure that once I'm through with you, you will be so tired that you will absolutely enjoy my campfire stories."
Rosalia
Go ahead.
Rosalia remembers that she has not given this wolf a cupcake, so she tries to summon a baking cupcake, or the favorite favor she has for cupcakes.
You summon a cupcake, and then you see Berta looking at it, scrutinizing it, and then she looks at you. Oh, little one, that is so nice of you. But if you're going to use magic, then do something practical. And she concentrates on the cupcake, and the cupcake turns into a broadsword.
Rosalia looks a little sad. I just, like, Francis told me that whenever you meet a first friend, you should give them at least a cupcake or something to eat. I don't remember why he said it, but it's kind of like a good, friendships kind of thing. And
That is a very nice thing of you, little one. But if you want to do something like that, then do what I do.
what's that?
And she grabs into one of her other pockets and gets out a, little candy thingy and hands it to Rosalia.
Always have a little stash of them on you.
But I don't have pockets. I just have fur.
That has never stopped me.
Midnight slightly smirks, looking over at Lupina again. Why does this wolf remind me of Pinkie Pie?
That's why. Rosalia has a realization in her head.
Actually, I myself did not get that until just now. But yeah.
So the realization she had was that why she now understood why she hadn't given the cupcake right away, like she normally does. That was because she thought she already knew this person because it was so similar to Pinkie Pie.
So,
You two like your new instructor? You three, I might say?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure my head will hurt by the end of this, and not because of blows to it. But yeah, she'll do.
and then Berta, immediately goes over to Knight again, puts a paw around her neck, ruffles a little bit of hair, and is like,
Oh, don't worry about your head. I'll have you wear a helmet when I pound you.
Midnight laughs, Chase laughs, and Night grimaces and groans.
And here is, I think, where we should call an end to this for now.
Agreed.
What do you think?
This is gonna be fun. But Midnight's gonna have to learn to fight.
Training with Berta?
Mm-hmm. We shall see.
You will be surprised.
Well, it's certainly gonna be interesting, and I'm wondering how it's gonna tackle or become after this, because she's really interested in more magic training, but I'm not sure how she is with normal fighting.
Just one last RP related thing. Before. As you are all laughing, Midnight's gaze falls onto Berta's chest and her shoulders. And you see that the number of stripes she has on her shoulders indicates that she has the rank of Brigadier General. And that she has her entire chest covered in medals.
Oui.
This wolf may act all carefree, but in reality, she's a warrior.
So, what do you think about Berta?
She's gonna be an interesting character, and now I have to play two characters. Night and Midnight.
3, actually.
3.
And Chase isn't coming.
He will work in the Lupine Kingdom.
Oh, point.
Yeah. Get ready for many fight
you've
and
been on
learning sequence type of RPs in the future, I guess. I guess the listeners can expect a lot of fighting sequences and learning experience in the next few RPs.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Anyway.
Was fun to meet you, Sam.
You too.
He's just perpetually quiet.
I'm not there, so I was just chilling.
You're just having your little next party in Nightfall's head, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you remember to get the popcorn?
Now that you say it.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway.
Everyone, at this point, as always, we will remind you that you can support us via the links in the description to both of our patrons, and we have amazing merch in our Teespring store.
Exactamundo.
Take a look.
So, if you want bags, cups, stickers, phone cases, t-shirts, wall hangings, even pillows and bed sheets with motifs from this RP, then go there! See you in the next one, and we all hope that you enjoyed it. Don't say anything wrong.
What?
What?
See ya next time!
Keep watching that moon.
Ow.
Bye bye.
Ow!